Hello and welcome to the next ReeVlog, also known as Lockdown Vlog Day 1. So I'm going to record these in the morning, now that we are in government-enforced lockdown, which means we're not allowed to leave the house apart from to shop for one form of exercise a day and for work if it's absolutely necessary for work and cannot be done at home and you cannot survive without it or whatever. All non-essential shops are now closed, so that is game shops, everything like that. Then Kung Fu is obviously not on at the moment due to this lockdown. Then in theory, the police, and maybe soon the military, will be roaming the streets in order to get us to stay inside. Now, I understand that this is a pandemic that we are currently in. And pandemics are not like little, small, unimportant things. They're things that need to be taken notice of and acted upon. But I think that, well, the government may have overreacted a little bit. And I bloomin' hate it. It sets a terrible precedent in general. I'm going to see if I can turn up the brightness on this thing while recording, so I can actually see myself. Sorry, I'm a bit out of the recording game. Oh god, that's bright. But yeah, I had like crusties in my eyes, so I sprayed them with water. Welcome back to my office. Yeah. But it sets a terrible precedent of the government being able to tell us, stay inside, don't go out. You're not allowed out. We can do bad things if you're out. That's a terrible, terrible idea, and I really am not a fan. If it gets too bad, then I will probably, I don't know, have to do something bad myself. I have no idea what. I don't want to fuck up my life, but I also don't want to be a pawn in someone's game. But in other news, at least we're still allowed to go to the shop and to go for at least, well, for one form of exercise a day. We're allowed one trip to do exercise to the outside world per day. Now, I started running again 2 days ago in preparation to earn this medal as one of Abel's investigators. I haven't worn it, but it is a medal for the virtual Spring 2020 Zombies Run race, because they do an annual one. They've got this here puzzle book and all that good stuff for people to go through, work out. They really offer a great service, and in these currently boring as all hell times, they have offered a indoor sort of circuit training-y experience that they are working on. They've currently got one, but you never know, they might make some more, which is nice of them that they even thought to do that. They could have just kept going as they are, and apparently it's free. I pay for their full app, so I get all of the content available as and when I want it, but apparently it's entirely free to do these things, and it's on the app for people who don't pay, which is nice. But yeah, I am mostly upset by it being a terrible precedent, and the fact that I'm not allowed to go out now, really, which sucks, because I don't go out, but I do like leaving the house and going for my walks. But if I go for a walk, I'm not allowed to go for a run, unless I go for the run and then for the walk, or for the walk and then for the run. But then I've got to be out for longer, and I like having a break in between, which means I'll be out for longer, which means I'm more likely to get infected, which is counterproductive to what they want. Also, I gave myself an undercut yesterday, just because I've got an interview tomorrow, which is one of the reasons why I doubt anyone will ever see this vlog. But yeah, I've got an interview tomorrow, and my hair does a bunch of weird stuff usually when I tie it up. Like, it bubbles like that. and I didn't want it to do that. But if I brush it how it currently is, and then tie it up, then it shouldn't do that. Obviously, I won't be in a vest for the interview. I will make myself all pretty. Oh, so pretty. Oh. Sorry, I believe I let my inner Stuggy out there. But yeah, I do have plenty of stuff to do indoors. I've been looking to try and get a treadmill on the cheap so I can still run indoors. But now I'm not allowed to do that because it's not an essential item and all the shops are closed for it. Not that I would have gone to a shop for one anyway. I been looking on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree and all that. Because if I can get one for like 10, 20 quid, I'd love to use one, really. Let's be honest. During quarantine, that shit'd be well useful, bro. But I've still got to do all my coursework. I can practice Kung Fu here, even though all the mats and whatnot are not currently down. It's because we're going to plaster the ceiling in that room and the hallway. But it seems to me like the plaster is not going to be allowed to come out to do that. So, you know, really, I could put the mats back down for practicing in there for now, but I don't need to. I can do break falls and stuff on the carpet, and I don't need to practice them all that much. I need to go through my stuff for purple belt at the moment. So I've got club form, which my instructor was kind enough to lend me his clubs, which he won't get back for a little while now, it would seem. But these were very useful for me to practice with because they're way heavier than my other ones, and these ones have indicators for which side is your hand meant to be. I managed to get some incense delivered so I can meditate in here. I've got all my coursework that I need to do. They've shut the UEA library because it's a non-essential business, which I'm not a huge fan of because I like reading, physical books, and I don't think I'll be able to for a whole one of my essays because that essay, it seems like we're probably not going to be going back to uni for the rest of the year, which means I have to do that essay here. I might try to request special circumstances or something due to the fact that I really hate reading off of screens. It doesn't go into my brain as well, and I have no other options, it would seem, really. But I don't know, we'll see. Then I've got to do general fitness stuff still. Including those 3 essays. I have an interview tomorrow over Skype, which was meant to be like a full day long group interview, followed by some teaching observations, followed by actual one-to-one interview. Now it's just an hour-long one-to-one interview via Skype because everyone's like, oh no, if we're near other people, we'll all die. And I get it. People close to other people are more likely to catch it or pass it on respectively. But it's got a 2%, apparently, fatality rate, right? Everyone else recovers. So out of 100 people, 2 will die. Everyone else will be fine. And that is only among people who've been diagnosed with it and have been, monitored. So theoretically, it's less than that because there's all the people who have it, don't realize they have it, don't get checked for having it, and don't die. Yes, it's incredibly contagious, but if most people are going to survive, I think that, yes, I know I would be devastated if anyone that I knew and cared about died because of it. But also, I feel as though a little bit of overreaction. We don't need this extreme form of isolation. But, you know, that's fine. I've got plenty of stuff to do. I've got to remain calm. Pretty sure the kettle's probably boiled by now. So I can make myself my morning cup of tea. Thankfully, I've got a nice garden. I've got a trampoline that I can use in that. But yeah, I can go out into the garden for my cup of tea, go for a walk around my small little garden. Sorry, ingrown hair. There we go. Yeah. But it's gonna suck real bad. Like, real bad. But maybe I might have D&D via Skype tonight, which would be nice. That'll be like pang. I believe that is the correct use of that word, but I'm not sure. But yeah, like on my to-do list on the whiteboard, which the phone that is currently leaning up against, I have a bunch of things. One of which is the to-do list. Graduate uni, which I can do without going to graduation. I just need to get the diploma. At least halfway to purple belt, which has a line coming off of it, which says summer equals training time. Push Colin, my instructor, for club form. I know the first 31 moves now, but I need to know the rest. Parries and counters we've not done any of. And arm strikes I have the names of, but I do not know any of. Apart from monkey fists, which are from previous belt. And then start teacher training. That is for 2020, the year of renewal. So, I can't necessarily get that training. My instructor was kind enough to message me this morning, and I assume everyone else in the class, saying, if you need any help with training or whatever, text me or something and I'll see what I can do. But the Wednesday training sessions are off for the foreseeable future. I'm also trying to start to like open my own business, but that's proving harder than I thought it would be due to the fact that I can't get clients because I'm not allowed outside. What else is on that board? Recognize my limits. That's fine. If you do too much, you will do nothing. Ease off some when you think you need to. Thank you, self. Improve yourself. I'll do that. Be the werebear. Samayo Monsuta. Bugbear werebear extraordinaire. Barbarian. He is probably my favourite current D&D character. Like, he's a good boy. Hopefully I'll get to play him again on Friday. I was high as a kite last Friday, so I passed out slightly. Then look for combatives training, which is effectively, you know, fighting. It's a fight club, really. Let's be honest. Yeah, there's a few other bits and bobs on there, but yeah. So I'm gonna go now. Try and be productive. I've got some stretching to do. I've got to make sure that I'm ready for my interview tomorrow. I've got to draft a message to my kung fu instructor and ask whether he might be able to record the rest of club form, or so that I can learn more of that. I don't know. Anyway, I realise that no one's going to see this during the whole lockdown thing because I'm going to be a teacher. I can't be posting videos publicly, but one day maybe people will see my lockdown videos. 2020 coronavirus year. Though oddly enough, last year one of my friends did tell me I've got a bad feeling about 2020. Say goodbye to Manny and goodbye to me, and I'll catch you cats on the flip flop. Goodbye.